Saying no can be hard. It's a small word, but it carries a lot of weight. Many of us struggle with it because we don't want to disappoint others or seem uncooperative. However, constantly saying yes can lead to burnout and stress. But it is very important. Saying no is a crucial skill that helps us manage our time and energy. It allows us to focus on what truly matters to us and prioritize our own needs and goals. Saying no means setting boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships and ensuring that we don't overextend ourselves. They help us communicate our limits clearly and assertively. Boundaries are limits we set with others. They define what we are comfortable with and what we are not. By setting boundaries, we teach others how to treat us and what we expect from our interactions. They protect our time, energy, and well-being. Boundaries are like fences. Just as a fence protects our property, boundaries protect our personal space and emotional health. They show others where our space begins and ends. This clarity helps prevent misunderstandings and conflicts, making our interactions smoother and more respectful. When we have boundaries, we feel safe and respected. We can enjoy our time without feeling overwhelmed or taken advantage of. Boundaries give us the freedom to be ourselves. This essay will teach you about boundaries. You will learn how to identify your own limits and communicate them effectively to others. You will learn why they are important. Understanding the significance of boundaries will empower you to make better decisions and improve your relationships. You will also learn how to set boundaries in your own life. By practicing saying no and setting clear limits, you can create a healthier, more balanced life for yourself. Boundaries are important for many reasons. First, they prevent burnout. When we say yes to everything, we get tired. Second, boundaries reduce frustration. When others don't respect our limits, we feel frustrated. Boundaries help us avoid this. Third, boundaries empower us. When we can say no, we feel in control of our lives. We can choose how we spend our time and energy. Finally, boundaries are key to healthy relationships. They create balance and respect between people. There are different types of boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining our well-being and ensuring that we respect both ourselves and others. They help us define what is acceptable and what is not in various aspects of our lives. Internal boundaries are for ourselves. These boundaries are about our personal values, beliefs, and standards. They help us stay true to who we are and what we stand for. They are about our values and standards. Internal boundaries guide our decisions and actions, ensuring that we live in alignment with our core principles. For example, we might have a boundary about eating healthy. This could mean choosing nutritious foods, avoiding junk food, and being mindful of our eating habits. Or we might have a boundary about how much time we spend on social media. Limiting screen time can help us focus on more meaningful activities and reduce stress. External boundaries are limits we set with others. These boundaries help us manage our interactions and relationships, ensuring that we are treated with respect. These can be about our time, energy, or physical space. Setting clear boundaries helps us protect our resources and maintain a healthy balance in our lives. For example, we might have a boundary about not answering work emails after hours. This allows us to disconnect from work and recharge. Or we might have a boundary about not lending money to friends. This can help us avoid financial strain and maintain healthy relationships. Ultimately, boundaries are about self-respect and self-care. They empower us to take control of our lives and create a space where we can thrive. Section 4. Setting boundaries. A step-by-step guide. Setting boundaries is an essential skill for maintaining healthy relationships and personal well-being. It allows you to protect your time, energy, and emotional health. Setting boundaries can feel scary at first. You might worry about how others will react or fear that you will come across as rude or unkind. But remember, boundaries are a form of self-respect and self-care. Here are some steps to make it easier. 1. Know your limits. Take some time to reflect on your needs and values. What makes you feel comfortable and safe? What situations or behaviors make you feel stressed or overwhelmed? Think about what is important to you. Your boundaries should align with your core values and priorities. This self-awareness will help you identify where you need to set limits. What are you willing to tolerate? What are your non-negotiables? 2. Communicate clearly. Once you know your limits, it's important to communicate them to others. This can be challenging, but it's crucial for maintaining healthy relationships. Tell others about your boundaries. Be honest and straightforward. Use I statements to express your needs and feelings without blaming or criticizing others. Use clear and simple language. Be direct and assertive. 3. Start small. You don't have to set big boundaries right away. Begin with small, manageable limits and gradually build up your confidence. You don't have to set big boundaries right away. Start with small boundaries and gradually work your way up. This approach allows you to practice and refine your boundary setting skills. Start with small boundaries and gradually work your way up. 4. Be consistent. Consistency is key when it comes to boundaries. If you enforce them sporadically, others may not take them seriously. The key to boundaries is consistency. Make sure to enforce your boundaries every time they are crossed. This reinforces their importance and helps others understand that you are serious about maintaining them. Enforce your boundaries every time they are crossed. Remember, setting boundaries is a journey. It takes time, practice, and patience. But with these steps, you can create a healthier, more balanced life. Section 5. Additional tips for boundary beginners. Here are a few more tips for setting boundaries. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. Setting boundaries can feel awkward at first. This is normal. Don't over-explain. You don't owe anyone a long explanation for your boundaries. Practice makes perfect. The more you set boundaries, the easier it will become. Get support. If you are struggling to set boundaries, talk to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. Section 6. Embrace boundaries, embrace a better life. Boundaries are essential for a happy and healthy life. When we set boundaries, we protect ourselves from burnout, frustration, and resentment. We also create stronger relationships built on respect and understanding. Remember, saying no is not selfish, it is a way of taking care of ourselves. Start setting boundaries today and experience the transformative power of no.